we may need to go live and get this information through sooner. We got a storm brewing outside, y'all. Oh boy, it's so much that's going on. What's up? What's up? What's up?
What's up, family?
What's going on, everybody? This is Twin Flames Unite, and we are fresh out the
Fresh
pen.
out the pen.
What's going on? If you don't know by now, I'm Chris.
And I'm Leisha. What up?
Yo, what's going on, everybody? You know, we, as always, we are here to provide you with practical information that you can apply easily, naturally, and automatically
in your everyday life, so you can tap into your unlimited potential
and rise to the highest version of yourself. Oh, right. So what's going on, everybody? We see we got a few people in the chat. We got a couple of people chiming in. What's up? What's up? What's going on, Goddess 999, Empress of Duality? What's up? What's up? Y'all. Oh, man, we got some stuff to go into this evening.
We about to tell y'all what's happening, okay?
Yes. We're going to give y'all the whole rundown of what's going on here. And just because of what happened 2 weeks ago.
Listen, if we end back up in jail again after tonight, y'all going to have to come to Patreon. Come to Patreon anyhow.
Yes.
But if they lock us up again in these cyber streets, then you know why. Okay? Whenever you see they lock somebody up, you know they're telling the truth.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So that's the person you need to try to follow, the ones that they locking up. Because right now the truth is not popular, or it's not popping. The truth is not encouraged right now.
No,
and that's what we do. We bring the truth. So again, if we end up in jail, y'all can bail us out by coming to Patreon.
Yep.
Okay? So yeah, we're going to hit y'all with it tonight. We're going to give y'all the real deal, holy feel.
We're going to give y'all really a broad perspective of what is going on. Not sure if anybody else has spoken about this. They may have in bits and pieces, but we're going to try to draw it all together in one piece. There's going to be a lot of visual assistance with this.
We're not going to be able to say some of the words.
Yeah, we're not going to be able to say some of the words. And some of the concepts we're not going to be able to go hard in as far as like details and things like that. That's stuff that we're going to say for our Patreon.
Right.
So if you're not aware, our Patreon page is up and popping. You can go ahead and join today. There's actually some little stickers.
Okay.
Well, actually, yeah, there's the tiers, but then there's also some stickers that once you've been with our Patreon for 3 months, you start getting these stickers. It's the Chris and Leisha illustration that I did a few years ago. We actually just made it into a sticker. So that's just some stuff to give for you all.
We're going to ask the ancestors to come in and guide this conversation tonight and help it to go all the way through so that y'all can get this message, because I think this message is really important. It's going to really give you a broader understanding of what's taking place. Okay, you're going to understand why the push, why the craziness, why haven't this type of thing been done before? Well, it has, but not in our lifetime and not in this format. When you look at how the planet has been evolving over the years, it's really a degradation, but whatever. The way that it's been transforming, once upon a time, we used to take notes. When they had those, the office back in the day, they had a filing system. That has evolved. So the filing system is now the computer.
Yep.
So everything is taking on a different form.
A new look,
right? So even war is not the same anymore. War looks completely different. You won't even be able to recognize what a war looks like right now, because that also has been upgraded.
Right.
The only thing that has not been upgraded is the way that we are taught.
Yes.
Okay, we are taught what to think. Okay, not how to think.
Yes.
It's a difference, right? So we're gonna break this shit down for y'all, so you don't fall for the okie doke, because humanity has been falling for the okie doke every time they do this rinse and repeat. And this is called the Great Reset for a reason. It's the reason why they call it a reset. When you reset something, you put it back. And you start again. The game starts over. When you're playing a game of life, right, and you get to the end, and there's only 2 people got the money, and they keep going back and forth, then they reset the game. And then the roles switch. This is kind of what's happening right now. And so we're going to explain to you why the jizzy jizzle jabby jabber jabble, the jabby wabble. Why? Okay? Why are they forcing it on people? Why?
Yes.
Right? It's a reason why. And it has nothing to do with your health. Unfortunately, it should, but it doesn't, right? Has nothing to do with any of those things. The bigger picture is at hand, and we bid you, and we ask you please to pay attention to what we're saying.
Yes.
Because this is going to help to break down why the metaverse. You know, what the hell? Why? Why are people buying invisible space for $15,000 in the damn metaverse? You know, why? I'm getting ready to show you why right now. We are starting over. We are resetting. And when you reset, there is a change of wealth that takes place. Somebody else is supposed to get a turn. It's supposed to be somebody else's turn. But you know, when you're playing with sore losers, have y'all ever played a game with a sore loser? They don't know how to take their losses and call it quits and give somebody else a turn. That's kind of what we're dealing with here right now.
Yeah. Yep. So
we're going to get into it.
Yeah, we are going to get into it. And to Stacy, yes, we are on Telegram. We're probably going to touch on the polls depending on how things go. But in the chat, we just dropped the link for our Telegram group, so you can join us on the Telegram as well. But yeah, we got some stuff to break down.
We're going to break it down, and it's going to make a lot of sense. And this is nuggets that we're going to give you, mind you. We're not the end all be all. So when we give you these little nuggets, you screenshot it, you write that bad boy down, and you go and you find the information for yourself. And trust me, it will not come back void. Okay? The information is not really hidden anymore. It's there. You just have to know to go and look for it.
Yep.
And when we give you these things, you screenshot it, you go and you look for it, and you will find it, and then you'll have your aha moment that will go off tonight for you.
Yes.
All
right. So without further ado, we got my baby's number in. We got 23 people in.
Ooh, that's my number.
Make sure y'all give that thumbs up, share. And let's get right into it. Yeah,
we're dealing with some spoiled brats. That's right. That is very right.
Yes.
They don't know when it's not their turn anymore.
And just also know, because we don't know how much longer YouTube is going to deal with us, either go over and join the Patreon or send your donations via Cashapp. That would be the most efficient way to support us. And just real quick, just a shout out to all of those who are out there actually helping people.
Oh man, big shout out.
Because we know we got Empress of Duality out there. We got so many other people, Dreamwise, LVX777, Bobby, not Bobby Hemmett.
Well, Bobby did his his more than his time, his fair share. Big up to him, man.
Brother Panic. All of those who are out there, Ashe. Ashe to all of the gods and goddesses out there that are doing the work to help individuals get this information and help them go, I can do this?
Right.
I got access to this?
Oh, I didn't even know I was you mean I was a slave?
Yeah.
How do I get free? Oh, wow. Right? So we're going to break this stuff down.
So big Ashe to all of those out there, and to all of our benevolent gods and goddesses who are on our side, Ashe, and to all of our ancestors who are with us and that are helping us on this journey, Ashe.
Let's
get it going.
Come on, let's go. Let's get it. Let's give the people the message, man.
Yes. And for this first one with Cthulhu.
Don't give y'all. Don't fall for the okie doke.
Okay.
Ashe.
As you can see here in this picture, this is what we're about to get into. All right, let me move the caption out the way because we want y'all to be able to get this information.
Yes.
And let's go ahead. Let's talk about it, okay? And speaking of Bobby Hemmett, we got an awesome quote here from Brother Bobby Hemmett. If you do not know about Bobby Hemmett,
Come on now.
You are welcome now.
You welcome. You're very welcome.
Take a look at this brother's work, and it will change your whole perspective on a lot of things.
It would uplift your life, is what it would do. Okay. Thank you so much, Bobby Hammett, for all the work that you've done. I know you're cognito now,
yes.
But it's okay. You already did what you had to do. If you haven't looked at any of his work, listened to any of his recordings, read any of his books that he suggested, please do.
Yes. But here's an awesome quote from Bobby Hammett out of many of his awesome things that he said. He said, "Your true purpose in life is to get back to your God self. Anything short of that is a waste of time."
Couldn't put it better myself.
Anything less than that is a waste of time. So for all of y'all out there who are looking for what is your purpose, what are you looking for, this is an awesome one to go for. To get back to your God self.
That's right.
Because let's go into the next one.
Let's go to the next one.
Because here's the thing. We are in the age of Aquarius. Depending on who you talk to, they'll probably tell you that we're either
heading there
or we're already there.
Right.
But here's the main thing to know about the age of Aquarius, right? Which is that we're supposed to move from believing, and what are we supposed to move to, baby?
That you have to move out of the Piscean energy. The Piscean energy serves its purpose, or whatever have you. You know, that's when you were not sure of something, so you just believed. Okay, believe in something and knowing something is two completely different things.
Yes.
Right. So that's the Piscean age, and we're coming out of that, right? We're coming out of that, and we're coming into our knowing. Man, know thyself. We're coming into our own inner gnosis. We're unlocking information within our DNA that's been laying dormant. It's no longer dormant. You want it to be dormant, that's by choice, right?
Yes.
So you see this beautiful goddess right here bearing the water.
We moved it out the way, y'all.
Okay. So this is where we're headed now. We are headed into the age of knowing. It's a golden age. We're headed into a golden age. This is why, I don't know if you guys know, if you follow the for the past few years with the business with the Catholic Church, you know, they were doing a lot of hideous things to children. They were not getting arrested. They were not getting penalized. They were just getting away with all of this debauchery. Okay,
people believed that they were doing the right thing.
People believed that they were doing the right thing, right? But now that is really taking another turn because the Pope, he is getting ready to get up on out of here.
Yes.
Okay, so that age is over. It's turning over. No more of that doing things and not, you know, being accounted for.
Yes.
Out the window. All right.
All right. So we're about to get into one of the things that you should know. There are many things that you should know about this reality and things that's going on that's regarding you. But here's from our opinion, and a lot of other people may also back us up on this, which is this. Okay. Move this out the way. Oh, actually, no, that's good. Okay. What are we supposed to know? What you are supposed to know is that you, yes, you watching this live, whether you're watching it live right now, if you're watching it on the replay, time is irrelevant. You are a sovereign living being that fully comprehends the reality of the following. This is what you're supposed to know.
Screenshot this because these three things are very vital to your existence right now. Okay, you got to know who the hell you are, and I'm not talking about no Timothy Smith. I'm not talking about I'm this doctor and I went and I got this degree, and no, we're not talking about none of that stuff. Okay, you have to know who you are beyond all this physical stuff. Who the hell are you?
Yes.
Okay.
And you have to know where you are.
Where the hell are you?
Okay. There's so many things that we can go into about that one, but we're going to leave it right there for you to ponder and for you to do your own research. And then the last one that you should know, not believe, but know, which is why are you here?
Why are you here? You're not here to go work at no damn corporate job.
No.
You're not here to go and study to become which pharmaceuticalist.
No.
You're not here for none of those things. So why are you here? Not what somebody told you, but why are you here?
Right.
You have to know who you are, where you are, and why you're here.
Yes.
Okay, and we're going to tell you in a minute why you need to know these things, because this will determine if you're capable or if you're incapable.
Right. Yeah, because we're going to go into it because, okay, let's just go into the next slide. Next slide is going to help us out because here's one. Actually, we had to back it up a little bit because for some individuals, hearing the word sovereign may be the first time that you've heard that term.
It might not be. Y'all might be some very intelligent people. We don't know, but we're just doing it for everybody.
Right. So if this is your first time hearing the word sovereign, drop a 1 in the chat. But if you know what the word sovereign is or you heard something about it, drop a 2 in the chat to let us know.
Right.
And this is also another way of letting YouTube know that, hey, yeah, we're watching this. We want to keep it up.
Right.
And we don't want y'all to take it down. So when you're in the chatting, that's what helps out as well.
Right. And when you put a like, you share the video, it lets them know that, you appreciate the content. So they don't take our stuff down.
All right.
Okay, good. We got some 2s in the chat.
Okay.
Honey didn't put 5. That means she really know. Well, that's what's up, honey, dude.
Well, just for anybody who's watching on the live or anybody who is watching this on the replay who doesn't know what sovereign is, we're about to go into it. Okay? So, boom. So, first off, we're going to give you the Black Laws Dictionary. If you're not familiar with Black Laws Dictionary, you need to make yourself very accustomed to it. Okay? And so, for Black Laws Dictionary, it is a person, body, or state in which independent and supreme authority is vested.
All right now.
Okay? A chief ruler with supreme power.
Okay.
A king or other ruler with limited power.
All right now.
Okay? And so what's the etymology?
Etymology. Sovereign. Okay, so that's
adjective.
14C, the C word. Now we know why they be using C's, right?
Yeah.
Great, superior, supreme, from the Old English sovereign, highest, supreme, chief. Okay, we get in the picture here. Somebody who is in charge, somebody who's capable, chief, principal. Okay. So you get in the picture. Somebody who is able to, not waiting for someone to tell them what to do. Someone who can.
Right.
Okay.
Yes. And so, look, these are the things that were supposed to be taught in schools.
They don't teach this stuff in school.
Okay. Because this is something, because when you talk about education, this is something that you're supposed to bring out. Educari is supposed to bring out, right? Oh, this thing's skipping slides. Okay.
There we go.
This is something that was need to be brought out so that people can understand where they are, who they are, and why they're here.
Right. Yes, this is true. We are all sovereign beings,
exactly.
Stacey. But go and ask 10 people about sovereignty and see what they tell you. Just ask them, what do you think sovereignty means? And see what those just do a little survey and see what those 10 people tell you.
Yes. And we're going to circle back around to that as far as the reason why you don't know that you were sovereign up until this point, or if you already knew about it, for a certain period of time, the information was hidden from you. We're going to tell you why the information was hidden.
Right.
Okay. But why is it important that you know that you are a sovereign being? Okay. The reason why, tell them why, baby.
As a sovereign living being, not dead, alive. As a sovereign living being, you are entitled to an equitable birthright inheritance of wealth on this here planet Earth.
So all of these things, the happiness, the land, the sea, the gold, which is the real money, your life happiness, your food, all of this stuff is yours.
Yep. And you are entitled to it just by being born here.
So that means that you don't have to pay rent for it. It means that you don't have to go and blow down somebody else's land. This earth is big enough and wide enough and vast enough for you to have your own little piece of paradise.
That's right.
Okay.
How they say you're 3 acres and a mule?
Yes.
That's what they call it?
3 acres and a mule.
You're 3 acres and a mule.
40 acres and a mule.
40 acres and a mule.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's the crazy part, because now I would have to go through and do my own calculations on this, but if everybody had their own 40 acres and a mule, everybody would have all of the land that they need. And it'd probably be some left over.
It would be some left over.
Okay? Okay. So y'all feel us on that. All right? And once again, just also remember, because YouTube ain't going to help us.
And listen, if you're hearing this for the first time, it can sound kind of out there, like, but really stick in and listen to see where it's going. And then when we're done, you go and you do your own research, and you would see, we know people who live like this. Shit, my baby is sovereign. Okay. And there are things that come along with being sovereign, with being in charge of your own thinking, your own mind, being your own authority figure, not having to wait for someone to tell you how to take care of your own health, not wait for someone to tell you when or where or why or how you should educate yourself and your children. You know, these are all a part of being sovereign. I'm gonna give you an example of some people who are sovereign, and you probably use that picture and understand what I'm saying. The Amish people are sovereign.
Say that.
For a long time, people, they laugh at the Amish people, right? They had them as, oh, they living over there in the hills.
Just to say this, they are the ones who exert their sovereignty.
Thank you. That's a good way to put it. We are all sovereign.
Yes.
But that's the example of what a sovereign person looks like when they're actually living in their sovereignty.
Yes.
When they know that they're sovereign. They have their own land. They have their own schools. They have their own everything. Their own farms, their own electricity, their own water. They make their own damn clothes. They don't even shop in the mall.
No, they don't.
Okay? They're not even a part of this debauchery that's going on right now.
They don't have to worry about 5G, because ain't nobody putting no tower up in their area.
They don't have none of the shit to worry about because they're sovereign.
Right.
Right? They're in charge of themselves, and they have acknowledged that they have a particular birthright here on this planet, and they're exercising and they're living in their birthright.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah. And so the Amish are no different than you.
No different.
When you know your rights and you know who you are, why you are here, and where you are, you can do the same thing that they're doing.
The same damn thing. And no, it's no different. It's just a different of knowing, believing, and knowing.
Okay. Now, we gotta bring you into what's going on right now.
Yeah, let's go into it.
Now we know that, oh, hold on. I'm actually entitled to my own piece of this land, to all of the wealth that this earth has to offer. Why am I not enjoying this right now?
You mean to tell me people don't get to control me and tell me what to do with my own body? They don't get to tell me what to do with my own children? I could make that decision for myself? Yeah, you can.
Okay. Let's get into it. Hold on, y'all. We're about to bring it on in for you.
We all know who this look like, guys. Who this look like? Y'all can put it in the chat. Who this look like? I'm going to give y'all a hint. It begins with Sleepy. And it ends with Joe.
Yo. But see, now, there are those who know and who you are.
Yes.
And they don't want you to succeed. But this is not the first time, nor the second, nor the third. Okay?
And they're about to try to pull the wool over humanity's eyes one more game. They're gonna try to do it again, but we're gonna let the cat out the bag.
Yeah. Because see, this is what we if you saw the title, which is "Don't Fall Again for the Setup."
Don't do it.
Okay. Because see, here's the thing. They don't have a new playbook.
No, that's the thing that I'm not understanding. Like, it's so easy to see the patterns. If you just look back just 100 years, that's it. You don't even have to go back 360 years like we getting ready to take you guys back down memory lane. Just look back 100 years. That's it. That's it. And if you just look back 100 years, look back 50 years. And you can literally see the wheel. You can see the pattern.
You can see the wheel of time.
You can literally see the wheel. It's a rinse and repeat. It's literally like January to December, right? On the calendar. And then January again to December again. Yep. With the tactics that they're using. It's really the same thing, guys.
It's the same thing. So we're going to take y'all, we're going to be like Michael Jackson. Do you remember the time when we fell in love? But actually this time, do you remember the time when there was a black plague? Do you remember?
The black plague hit. No.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember that time. Let's go back to memory lane.
So who in history knows about the black plague?
If y'all know about the black plague, put up a 1. I wonder if we could even say that now. It already expired. That one expired.
That expired.
We could say it.
So if y'all know about the black plague, drop a 1 in the chat.
Put a 1 in the chat if you know about the black plague. And think about the way how things are really kind of twisted now with what we have it now. Imagine how they twisted that one. Because we were not around, right, to see what happened. Okay. So imagine how that was exaggerated.
All right.
Right?
So there was a pivotal thing that happened either during the Black Plague or shortly after. And this is an opportunity for you to get your screenshots together. Okay?
Get them screenshots ready, guys. Get them freaking screenshots ready.
All right. So we're going to break this down. We're going to leave this up here until we read through the bottom. But this is some important information that we're going to need for you all to really grasp here. Okay?
All right.
Really grasp.
Open up your minds, because you're going to have those wheels in your minds are going to need to start turning so you can turn this over and you can really link it to what you're seeing right now and really connect your dots. Okay?
Okay.
So y'all get ready. Get your focus lens on and let's read together.
All right. So just in case if you don't know how to pronounce this, this is the Cestui Que Vie Act of 1666. The Cestui Que Vie Act 1666.
Okay.
You want to read the first bullet point, babe?
We'll go ahead and see if I can pronounce these words. Okay. So an act that was secretly, and that's the key word that you need to look at. Secretly. Okay. Passed behind closed doors during or shortly after the Black Plague and the London fires. If you guys know about the London fires, put a 1 in the chat. If you don't, put a 2 and it's okay. You can look it up, okay? Next point. An act passed and enacted under international admiralty law. If you don't know what maritime law and admiralty law is, you need to look it up, okay? So the international admiralty law is also known as the maritime or the law of the sea.
Yes.
Okay. This is where the word banking comes from.
Yes.
Banks, cash, school. You go to school. What is a school? A school of fish. Okay. Fishes. Yes. Fish swims in pools. When you go to the doctor, the doctor, the mothership, mother's hips. Okay. So everything that they operate off of the maritime law, which is the law of the sea. And this is very important for you guys to know. Yes. And just that one bullet point alone, if you're not familiar with it, I ask you please to go and get familiar with just that word alone.
Yes.
International admiralty law. Look that shit up.
Yes. Now this next one, which is the Cestui Que Vie, translates from French to English, means he who lives.
Pay attention, y'all. Listen up.
So pretty much this is saying the He Who Lives Act of 1666.
All right now.
Okay. This term is used to distinguish between capable living persons and incapable, assumed dead persons or lost at sea.
Baby, you're going to read that again. You're going to have to go slow.
Okay. So this term is used to distinguish a capable living person and an incapable, assumed dead person or lost at sea.
All right now.
Okay. Now this act states, and afterwards I'm gonna back up and I'm gonna give y'all a little bit more history about this. Okay. But this act states an estate must be effected for the benefit of one or more persons presumed lost or abandoned at sea, and therefore presumed dead.
Presume what, baby?
Presumed dead.
Okay.
After 7 years.
7 years. So when you turn 7 in the Matrix, you're considered a dead person. If you don't come and let these people know, hey, I've figured it out, I'm alive, I'm a living person, which means you declare your sovereignty. Until you make those steps, you will be considered dead and incapable.
Okay.
When you're incapable, that means you need someone to govern your mind.
Yes.
Govern your mental. Does that name sound familiar?
Yes. And so just to, this is one point, but it was just too much to put in. But I'm just going to break this down for you before we finish the next couple of bullet points. So what happened during the Black Plague and the London fires, so many people died.
Yeah.
Okay. There was a lot of land that was just left. Empty homes, furniture, cattle, farm, crops, everything was just there.
Just there.
Okay. And so if my memory serves me correct, I think it was King Charles II. You're going to have to do your own research on this to make sure I'm saying it right.
The second.
King Charles II put this act out for to serve as actually, you know what? So y'all know about that point. So at that point during the Black Plague, a lot of people were dead. A lot of property was just free game. Okay. But in some cases, they didn't have the bodies to show that these people were dead. So they put this into place. So let's go back and finish the bullet points. Okay. So in other words, if a person is classified as incapable, then their property and entitlements
means that the shit that you own, including your children. Keep moving.
Yes.
Keep reading.
Entitlements can be taken from them for the benefit of someone who is classified as capable.
Who is classified as what?
Who is classified as capable, aka sovereign.
Hey! We're going to just let that marinate right there. We're not going to say nothing. We're just going to let that soak in. Let that sizzle in your spirit right there.
So oh boy. Now, okay. The original purpose and function of the Cestui Que Vie trust, because this is a trust, this is essentially, this act enabled them to set up an insurance policy, aka a trust for the incapable person. Okay. So the trust was to form a temporary holding company for the benefit of the incapable person until such time that incapable person is capable of being trusted with their property, wealth, and entitlements.
But you know the problem with this is the majority of people are completely unaware that they are considered dead and incapable. So if you don't know that your status in this here matrix is a dead person who is incapable, how the hell could you declare your capability and your aliveness?
Yes, and Assure Flame Tarot, you are absolutely correct. During those decades, they took almost everybody's property.
What do you think they're doing now? We're about to get into that.
Okay. Now, once again, just keep in mind what's going on. Like during this time, this was a Black Plague.
Kind of like a scenario, right?
And a lot of people were getting sick and dying.
And just leaving their stuff. They can't afford to do this. They give that up and kind of similar scenario, right?
Yeah.
Never let a good crisis go to waste. That's what they say.
Honeydew, we gonna get to it. Y'all stick with us. We got some information.
And let me tell you something. This came up in the news today. And the reason why they can do things like this is because these people don't know that they're declared dead. Okay. And also they're incapable.
Yeah.
So when you're declared dead and you're incapable, these are the type of things that can happen. I'm just going to let that sit there right there. I'm not going to say no words because the last time we said stuff, we don't know what we said. Read that, screenshot that and read that. So when you don't know that your status is a dead person and that you're incapable, that means you can't manage your own children. You cannot manage your own finances. You cannot manage your own thought processes.
Oh, you're jumping ahead.
Somebody going to do it for you.
Oh boy. So just know that this whole act was put together because you know what? It was put together with good intentions, right?
You think so?
Yeah, it was. Mm-hmm. It was put together with good intentions because they thought that, okay, these people may come back for their house or their properties and their cattle, but then they just realized that, you know what, hold on.
It'd be a shame if nobody came back and claimed these things.
You know what? And it would be a shame if nobody knew how to claim it.
How could we? It'd be a shame. I could keep all this for us, for the royal bloodline. We can really own all this, and they won't know. And what if they figure it out a few years? We'll just bury it real good, Albert. Yeah. We'll bury it real good.
Yeah, we're gonna get to that.
We're gonna get to that.
We're jumping ahead.
We're just excited to give y'all the news.
Yeah, because when we saw this, it was like, okay, we see what's going on, or at least one of the parallel universes that's going on right now.
And you're right, good intentions, like life insurance, good intentions. How they say that they're in good intentions? Hell is paid with a way of good intentions. That's how they say it.
Something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah, but we're about to get into it. Man, I got like probably 30-some slides.
Well, let's go.
Let's go.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
All right. So, what are you entitled to? What are they entitled to, baby?
Every damn thing on this planet. Okay. Every human being on this earth is born as heir, descendant, and trust of the earth. Okay, as we know it today, by virtue of simply being born here, just like you come out your mother's hips, her ships. You and every single human being are inherently entitled to a trust, equitable share of all land and wealth on this damn planet, and that is a fact.
That is a fact.
They could fact check that if they want to.
Oh yeah, there you go. The road to hell is
paved with good intentions. That's it. Thank you.
That's it. Thank you so much.
All right, Jenny. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. That is exactly what I was looking for.
Yes. And we see you too. We see both of y'all got it. So thank you.
Yes, y'all got it. Y'all got it.
All right. So boom. So yeah. So that's what you're entitled to, right? You're entitled to all of the land and the wealth of the earth.
Don't let nobody trick you. This is a lot of trickery and buffoonery and tomfoolery that's happening right now, and it's been happening for too long. It's time for this stuff to stop.
Oh, and it's stopping because that's the problem.
Pope is out of here.
See, this information is not shared to the public on purpose.
On purpose.
But why?
This is a work. They have been working on this for a long, long time to purposefully hide this from every one of you.
Yeah, because they're hiding it because they don't want you to claim your... They don't want you to claim what is yours by birthright. Okay? That's simply put.
They don't want you to get your heir what belongs to you. And it's simple. They want to sell it to you.
Okay. Now, here's where we're about to get into the meat and potatoes of things, right? Because their system is falling.
London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down.
If you're not aware right now, the Queen Lizard.
Sorry, we meant to say Elizabeth.
Elizabeth. That's what I meant.
Gosh, where did that come from?
Gosh, that just slipped out.
Came out of nowhere.
The Queen Elizabeth is losing her grip She's no longer in control of Barbados. Hell, she's no longer in control in Europe at all.
People are waking up, man. That seal that was on the palace is gone.
It's gone.
It is gone with the wind, baby.
Okay. Even the Pope is about to kick the bucket.
He's about to kick the bucket. He there kissing these Moors' shoes to try to get forgiveness, and they just look at him like, El Negro, if you don't get up out of here, we don't even want you kissing our feet.
No, they don't. They don't. Okay. So here's what's going on. The system is falling. Let's go into it. The system is falling, y'all. And they need a new one.
Baby, you know I gotta be petty. Show them I'm petty.
Hold on, I can bring it up on the
I'm sorry, guys. I'm on the committee. I'm serving on the petty committee tonight. Yeah, bring it up so they can see.
I'm gonna bring it up so that they can see.
I'm on the petty committee. My bad. Okay. Y'all bear with me.
Hold on, y'all.
Alicia's on the petty committee tonight.
She want to share some stuff.
I am real petty tonight, boy. Let's go. Right.
Hold on.
Serving my time. I do time, from little 2-minute here and there. On the weekends, I volunteer on the petty committee. Look at this Pope, man. Look at him. Look at that.
All right, so we're just gonna share this. We're gonna share this with y'all real quick. So, like, they know that their time is up.
It's up, man. It's time to go.
Because even with this Pope here, he is up here kissing the feet.
These are Moors.
He's kissing the feet of Moors right now. And this was actually, I think this was last year.
This
was last year.
Look at him.
And right now they just announced that he is
not doing so well.
He's not doing well. They don't think that he's gonna make it into the year 2022.
Look at him. Look at him.
Okay.
Look at him.
So this system is falling down.
Bye-bye.
It is falling down. And they know it, but they don't want you to know it.
Hasta la vista, baby.
They don't want you to know it. Okay? So here we go. So the system is falling down and they need a new one.
Hey! Don't y'all do it. Don't give them no new system now. Come on.
Now, they need a new system that's better than the Cestui Que Vie Act of 1666.
They need an upgraded version.
To control the masses and to have the masses do it
voluntarily without them knowing the full truth. What are we doing now? Walking into the gas chamber voluntarily. Say it with me. Voluntarily.
Okay? Because this just baffles our minds right now. And I'm going to be real careful and not say some trigger words for YouTube because, they're real sensitive. It bogs my mind to see thousands of people lining up.
I can't process it.
They don't have no dogs on them. They don't have no policemen with clubs behind them. Like, you go get in line.
None of that stuff is happening.
It's voluntarily like, let me walk in. Here's my arm. It's
I'm gonna go get mine. Like, just nuts.
Right. Hey, we know for the majority of the people who watch our videos, we know that y'all are not down with the okie doke.
Right. Down with the get down, the go along, get along crew. We know you're not a part of the go along, get along crew.
But we're just saying that it baffles our minds to see people just lining up for this. And here's the thing, because if you remember, right before we started talking about this, and we started talking about the Cestui Que Vie Act, and how they secretly passed these acts and laws without the knowledge of the public. Now, history is repeating itself.
Again.
And so we can't say any of these things right now.
Y'all read, y'all screenshot.
So this is how, just like they did with the Cestui Que Vie Act of 1666, this is how they would do this by enacting certain laws and acts. And please remember that acts are not laws.
Nope.
Acts are not laws. But just read the bullet points here. They got all of these different acts, And see, because here's the thing, because for those who are participating or supporting these different acts and these different things, I'm just going to be real honest with you. These are incapable people.
Very incapable. And what they're doing is, by doing these particular acts, you're literally building your own prison.
Literally.
And this time, this prison, it's going to have safeguards. This is going to be a very, very strategic prison, and it's going to be a safeguarded prison. And trust me, it's people in there. You have your, you want to call them whatever, light workers, whatever, benevolent beings that are here right now, trying to really wake up the planet and let them know what's really going on, and let them know you need to wake the frick up. You're in a daze. You're on your spell. They're not coming into the metaverse.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna let you know it's gonna take a work of something for them to go into a simulation within a simulation to come and help people.
Oh, we getting there.
I'm jumping ahead.
You're jumping ahead, but Empress of Duality, you are on to something, because isn't it a coincidence that the Cestui Que Vie Act of 1666, and then we got the House Resolution 6666 bill?
Hold on, I got it right here for you. You know I'm not playing around. I got it right here. We ain't lying. Show them, babe. Show them. We don't speak no falsehood here.
Okay.
Everything is verified.
It's not a coincidence, ladies and gentlemen. It is not a coincidence. What we are seeing right in front of our eyes is a repeat of history. This went down about 360 years ago. Isn't that kind of 300 and almost 360 years ago? What's the degrees of a circle?
I don't know. What they say? Was it 360? The last time we checked.
What's the degrees of a circle?
What they said it was 360.
I think it's 360.
It's 360 is a full circle.
It's 360 a full circle, y'all.
That's what they had said when I was in school. I don't know if it changed. Y'all know if that changed? Oh, come on, guys. These people are not that bright, and they're very predictable.
So this, somebody had brought this up before. This didn't come from us, and it actually came from a lot of different people. And we agree with them that this is right now a
intelligence test.
It's an intelligence test.
That's just what. Let's just call it.
Let's just call it what it is. It's an intelligence test. Because for somebody to tell you that you need 3 masks on, and at one point he tried to get y'all to wear goggles.
Wait a minute, I remember that. Who remember when Fauci said that y'all might need to put goggles on? If y'all remember that shit. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all remember when Fauci said y'all might have to start wearing goggles with the mask. Yo, that shit was so hilarious.
And you know what? I'm gonna say this real quickly, because this is something that a lot of people are when they get this information, like, hold on, I need to proclaim myself as alive.
Right.
I need to create a trust and everything. Like, pump your brakes.
Right.
Remember, the system is falling down.
Right.
So even if you file any paperwork, that shit ain't gonna be worth anything.
Right.
Okay? Because it's falling away. But what's gonna be in the new thing? We're going back to where we originally were. Originally, before 1946, when these fuckers came in and invaded this country and started putting all of their BS on us.
That's why the Pope is kissing the Moors' feet right now.
Yes.
Okay, y'all saw that with your own 2 eyes. We didn't make that up.
Yeah, because if you go back and look through his history and look at what happened prior, if you look into the invasions of 1946, you will see that there were peace-loving people on this land prior to any colonizers coming over here and messing everything up.
Well, that won't be 1946.
Well, there was an invasion in 1946, which caused a lot of the things that happened, and a lot of treaties were broken. Not only
the treaties were broken.
All of the treaties were broken.
Okay, yeah.
And it is so funny how these, and
you know what? 1946, isn't that when they had that whole Roswell thing that took place? Was it Roswell?
Oh, excuse me, not 19. Oh gosh, it was not 1946.
I think it was. I think it's 14. Was it 1462?
I think it's 16. Gosh, my memory is
I think it's 1462.
It's 46 something, but it's not 1946.
No, that was Roswell. That was Roswell.
I'm wrong on that.
Yeah.
But I would have to.
I think it's 1462.
When I get the information back up, I'll let y'all know. We'll put it somewhere that you can see it. But prior to the invasions, before the colonizers came over here, and they broke all these treaties with the native people about how they were going to be respectful, and they just bold-faced lied like, yeah, we're going to be respectful, and just took shit. But that's a whole nother thing. But let's get back to the slide before we get too far off.
Disrespectful.
Get too far off. Okay? But here's the thing, right? So you have to ask yourself, are you capable or incapable to do what's right for you?
This is the big question, guys. This is the very, very big question that you have to... 1492. Thank you.
1492.
Thank you very much for that information. See, y'all are bright people. I love y'all. That was it. I knew it was 14. 1492. Thank you so much.
Yeah. So, what's the questions, baby?
The questions that can we say these? Can we say these on YouTube?
Yeah, we can say all those questions.
Can you manage your own H?
Can you manage your own health?
Yeah, I know how they sensitive. Can you manage or generate your own income? Can you raise your children? Like literally. Do you know the difference between right and wrong? And that might sound, Chris and Alicia, what you talking about? Of course I know the difference between right and wrong. Some people don't.
Some people don't.
Okay? Some people think it's actually subjective and not objective.
Yes.
Can you produce and or cook your own food? Can you educate yourself and your loved ones? Like if this whole thing fell apart, do you know how to educate your own children? All right?
Yeah.
And can you do these things without the help of an authority figure, corporation, or an organization? These are the questions you have to ask yourself. So if you said no to any one of these, then you will be considered incapable.
Yes. Because see, here's the thing with the Cestui Que Vie Act, and because of how things happened, and it was sold into Admiralty law, and it was enacted under Admiralty law. Thank you so much, Empress,
thank you
for your
the donation.
donations. Because of what happened, it categorized 99% of the world, not just America, but the world.
The world, guys,
as dead and lost at sea.
Yep, and incapable.
Okay, but one of the things you have to understand is that there was a trust that was set up, and here's where the real fuckery come in, and this was the reason why they didn't want you to know. Okay?
Listen, guys,
because when it comes to a trust, there are three parties in a trust. Okay, there's a guarantor. That is the person who creates the trust. They put down the whole guidelines and everything for the trust. Okay, and then there is a trustee. Okay, the trustee is the one who's pretty much managing all of the day-to-day affairs of said trust. Then thirdly, there is the beneficiary of said trust. Now, what happens here, and you all may have heard about this before, is that this trust is tied to your birth certificate, your certificate of live birth.
Not the difference.
There's a big difference. It's not the birth certificate, it's the records of your live birth.
Yes, that birth certificate. That's why Bob Marley called it the birth suffertificate. So that's where you're going to suffer at, the birth suffertificate.
Okay, because see what happens that you only get the receipt, which is the birth certificate. You don't get the actual bond that shows you're a living person, right? That goes to the Vatican. Okay, and the Vatican holds on to said trust or that bond for 7 years. And then if that bond is not claimed after 7 years, then you are presumed as dead. Or another term for it, straw man.
There you go, straw man.
Okay, I know y'all heard that term before.
And listen up, this is when you have to pay close attention, because we're getting ready to tell you why this is important, what we're telling you right now. We're about to bunch it all together.
Yeah.
Remember straw man, remember dead at sea and incapable.
Yes.
Okay?
All right. So now, what happened is that since the bond was not claimed after 7 years, it's then sent to the trustee. Now, in this particular situation, the trustee is either that state governor or that state that you were born in. So, like in my situation, it went back to Alabama. And so then they take that bond and then they do trade it on the stock market.
They sure do.
Whatever they want to tell you,
they do.
Fuck all the dumb shit like Bobby Hemmett say.
Okay, exactly. And why do you think it's called human resources? Human resources?
Right.
Think about that for a second.
Yeah. So, but what happens, they do all of this trading and everything off of the birth certificate. But then what happens is that the bond gets old. And after a while, they have to retire the bond. Okay? And so what happens is that when it gets to the point where they have to retire the bond, then what happens is that everybody get their split. The Vatican gets their split. The trustee gets their split. And then the beneficiary of said benefits, which is your retirement, your SSI, then you get that little small portion.
And you might not be getting it because now they're talking about how they probably don't got no money to give to people no more who's retiring.
Now, just think about this. Because we know that the system is falling, why is it so many of our ancestors, our elderly, are passing before they're supposed to get their benefits?
I wonder why. I wonder why all these elderly people in the homes are just miraculously fading out. They're fading away. Why? How come?
But hey, we're gonna leave that there. But let's take a look at this right here.
Listen, y'all,
I love this owl.
Y'all could think, critical think, and see why.
Yes. Well, we're gonna bring you something. Why would they do any of this? Why would they do any of this?
Look at the owl.
This first one here is that they are incapable beings pretending to be capable beings.
AKA vampires. Energy vampires.
Okay? They are projecting their shortcomings.
Projection.
Okay? They cannot leave this realm.
Some people cannot leave this realm, guys. Believe it. Well, I won't call them people.
Some entities.
Some things, or some entities are not able to leave this realm due to the fact that they are fictitious in nature.
Right.
Literally.
Right.
They're fictitious characters. So they're not able to leave this realm and move on to different heights.
Yes. And so they need your energy physically and spiritually. Okay? So boom. So now you can see. We're just getting this just the first part, y'all.
This is just the first. We about to really tie it in for y'all.
Okay? So now you can see why the Cestui Que Vie Act was enacted and then enforced into law. And then, because see, the thing is with the Cestui Que Vie Act, they had and have the remedy for you to claim yourself as a capable person. Okay? They have the remedy within the act, but they buried the act. They buried the act because they understood that they are not capable of going out and doing the work. They're not capable of picking up the phone and calling people to do customer service or to do collections. They know that they're not capable to go out into the fields and pick the produce and do the harvest that needs to be done in order for people to eat.
Right.
They know that they don't have the ability to go out and build buildings.
They know, and the biggest thing that they don't have is the ability to create.
Thank you.
You have to understand this. They don't have the ability to create. Only gods can create.
Is it not written in your law that ye are gods?
Let me wink my eyes. And I'll go a step further. Sovereign beings create. When you're sovereign, you're capable and you can create. You know, this is why all of these places, they always want new ideas.
We want something new, something fresh.
What do you have?
Gotta make it pop.
We'll pay you for your idea. What idea do you have? Why you can't come up with your own damn idea? Because they're not able to.
Speak to that. They can't come up with their own ideas.
They can't. That's why they need you.
Okay? And so, that's what was going on. And right now, we're in the age of Aquarius. We're in the age of knowing. We know now that this system is falling and they need your help.
Somebody say you have to be real to create. Okay. If you're fictitious, you can't create. Thank you. You have to be real to create.
Why is that not showing?
And something that's real is something that doesn't change. We always was, always will be, and always is.
Yep. These record labels, ain't none of them.
Which one of these record label owners create some shit?
None of them created nothing. These TV shows,
none.
They ain't create nothing.
They go out and they do what? They call it scouting. They scout.
Come on.
They
casting for roles.
And what they're casting. What are they casting? You only cast spells.
Oh my gosh.
So come on, don't get us going. Game over.
Okay, let's just put this up here. Let's just put it up.
How you do the ending of the video games? What's the song they make?
Or something like that. Yeah. It's time to stop playing that game, y'all.
We done, man.
Game's over.
Finito.
Okay. So now this next part is you got to use your noggin with this. Okay, you got to use your noggin. You got to dig a little bit deeper.
Let's go.
Because understanding that they want to create a new system to where they can control the masses.
Right, because the masses are waking up. It is the age of Aquarius, which means people are no longer blindly believing. They're no longer blindly following. They're literally asking questions now. Okay, and you're not going to see this because the media, which is the deceiver, the media, they're not going to show you what's truly happening in the world. Okay, it's falling apart. I promise you, they would never show you that. So in order, they have lost control completely. So they need a new system. And this is their idea for their new system after their reset. 360 years is here, the full circle. The wheel has turned completely. So now they need a new system. And this is their savior for the new system. And the world is helping to build their prison. And we're going to show you.
We're going to get into that, but Spirit is just telling me to put this out here. Because, like we said, this whole situation is going on right now is an intelligence test.
Yes.
Okay? Now, do you remember when we said about those who are capable and those who are incapable? For those who have gotten in line and volunteered their shoulder to somebody to inject some inorganic material into them, look, y'all can come however you want. We don't care. We come here to speak the truth. If they volunteered their body for this experiment, that is demonstrating that they are incapable. I'm just being real, because that's saying that you have more faith in authority figures than you do in your own immune system, which we're going to get to in a minute. And you also are putting more faith in Big Pharma than you are into. So we're just going to leave
it. And then these people don't have no credibility.
No credibility.
None.
Okay. Now, so just had to put that out there. So this is a weeding out of those, is weeding out the strong from the weak. And we know our subscribers, okay, Stacy got us 100%. Okay. So this is weeding out the strong from the weak. That's what's going on.
That's all that it is, guys.
Okay? All right. So let's go back into it. So this is what the incapable ones are building their own jail.
Literally.
They are building their own jail. So here we go.
And the bricks are the things that they put their hands like this for. That's your bricks right here.
Yeah. Yeah. Hold on. Show it, babe.
Let me show y'all bricks. You want to see what your bricks? This your bricks.
You're holding it up.
That's your bricks for your prison that you're building for yourself. And we're about to show you where you about to be after you leave this vessel, because a lot of people thinking that this vessel is them. This is not you, baby.
No.
This is your car that you're driving in this matrix or whatever.
Yes.
This particular dimension that you're in. In order for you to exist here, you need a vehicle. You need an instrument. This is your instrument. This is not you.
No.
So when this instrument is expired, we about to show you where you about to go.
Because see, sovereign individuals know who they are. They don't get it twisted and think that their body, their emotions, or their mind are them.
You know what my son told me tonight, Emmanuel?
What'd he say?
That little boy got me. He's just strange as ever. You know, he's really, his mind, I love how his mind works because he challenges me sometimes in my thinking. He said he came in the kitchen, and I know he was just trying to be in there because he likes to eat, making some veggie burgers, and he kept circling around the kitchen. He already had a salad to tide him over, but he was just coming in and peeking, food done yet? I'm like, it's not done yet, Emmanuel. So he came around, and he was like, Mommy. I said, what is it, Emmanuel? What you doing? I'm making the juice. He's like, well, you know, Mommy, I want to ask you something. I was like, what do you want to ask me, Manny? He's like, I want to know who you are. I'm like, what do you mean you want to know who I am? He's like, I'm not talking about your body and stuff. I'm talking about, I want to know your essence. I'm really curious to know your true consciousness. He's like, I'm curious to know what you look like. I want to know what you look like. I want to know what your soul looks like. He's like, I want to know. I'm really curious to see who you are. And I was like, I said, how old are you again?
Unvaccinated child.
Oh yeah, I don't do that type of stuff with my children. He's 9.
Yeah.
He just turned 9.
Yeah.
And he wants to know my consciousness in its pureness. That's what he told me. He would love to know my consciousness. For a 9-year-old to say something like that to you, it really puts you out of your skin. Like it takes you someplace. When he was 7, he told me that he wants to. His purpose on this planet is to study the species that's on this planet. That was his purpose. His main goal is to study the species. And because he thinks that the account that they had taken for the species is not correct. And so he's going to go and do the proper account for the species. So that's his, it's 11:11.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So he'll sit down and he'll research species on his own. He'll tell you the rarest species and, you know, what type of habitat it has. And, you know, he goes into all these things. He knows a lot about species. Yeah. So that's my 9-year-old. That's the last one. His name is Emmanuel.
Oh boy. So let's some awesome stuff coming y'all way.
He ain't going in no damn metaverse. But look, this where y'all going.
Yeah, so this is what the incapable ones, this is the new jail for the incapable ones. Okay? Like, we are probably literally going to have to be like Morpheus and Neo and go inside of the Matrix to get these people out.
I am not going. I am so sorry to tell you. I'm not coming. I'm already here. I feel like I don't even want to be here already.
Okay. But here, y'all, we wanted to get a little bit of breakdown of the word metaverse. I don't even know if we can say that and not get in trouble, but oh well, it is what it is.
Listen, we shooting straight right now.
We're going for broke
right now. We're going for broke tonight, okay?
As y'all saw in the thumbnail, the gloves are off.
It's off.
Okay.
We're going to get our second teardrop.
The gloves are off, y'all. Okay? So when you break down meta, because, we love etymology, okay? But we just highlighted some of the key points in these words, okay? So when you look at the word meta and you break it down of its origin, and this is coming from Greek origin, the main things that just stood out to us is this number 2, which is changed, altered, okay? And then by means of, between, in pursuit of, or quest of, behind. Like when you look into these words, it gives you a different type of meaning. In compounds, most often meaning change of place. Change of place. What place are we changing?
Where are we changing from?
Okay, but here's the next one. The notion of changing places with probably led to the sense of change of place, order, or nature.
Natural, as is. How you came in.
Yes. And when you look at the word verse, one of the things that stood out for us was from the from pi root, which is to turn or bend, to turn and bend. So when you look at this, and just the conclusion that we came to it is changing places and bending reality.
Man, y'all better stop playing with this man. What's his name? What's his name in that little
Zuckerberg.
Stop playing with Zuckerberg.
Stop playing with Marky Mark.
He ain't here to play with y'all.
He is not here to play. He is not for play. Okay? Now, here's the thing. It's a simulation within a simulation. Okay?
Don't do it.
We got 2 references for you all here. This is an opportunity for you to take a screenshot and look at this book and look at this movie. If you have not seen this, if you have not read this book or seen this movie, we encourage you to do so. Okay? Because we are already living in a simulation.
As is.
Already. Okay?
And you about to go in a simulation. Who coming to get you out of there?
Yes. So, we're already living in a simulation, and there are many books. This is just one. This holographic universe, that's one of many books that talk about this.
And it has been scientifically proven, guys.
Yes.
That the universe out there are made up of zeros and ones.
So this metaverse is just another simulation within a simulation to bend your reality.
Okay? And I don't think they're going to bend it back to release you.
I don't think they're going to bend it back.
So just know, how I told you build in your prison? Don't. This how you building it.
Okay. Well, these are some things that we're just seeing because, for one, just going back, understanding that the system is breaking down, but they're going to ride it till the wheels fall off.
They're going to ride that shit all the way.
And while this system is breaking down, they're trying to build a new plane while they're falling.
Building the plane literally while the shit is falling.
And so they got this metaverse and everything that's coming on. And come on, y'all.
And you know what's so crazy? Look at the how you say, the logo for the metaverse. You know how the infinity, right? You know how the infinity symbol is an 8. It's a straight 8, right? The infinity symbol is straight.
Yeah.
The symbol for the metaverse is bent.
Because they bend in reality. They're bending reality.
bent. Look at it.
Okay? They're trying to take infinity and bend it.
They're bending your reality to suit their whatever stuff they got going on.
Okay.
A new slave race. So slavery, I told you, everything is evolving. Slavery is evolving also.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So this is a slippery slope when it comes to the metaverse, right? And you have to understand psychology, because if you want to put somebody in prison, you know, if you just outright just pick them up and like, you're going to prison, you're going there for life, and you're never coming out, that person's going to put up a fight.
Right. And if you're trying to do it to the whole world, it's going to be chaotic.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to limit the chaos.
Okay. So here's the thing, because let me not get ahead of myself, because I so want to go beyond what I'm about to say, but we
don't even know if they're going to keep this video up.
Y'all put a like on the video.
Put a like on the video. We don't know what's going to happen, man. We shooting for broke.
Okay. So here we go. So this is called the totalitarian
tiptoe. The totalitarian tiptoe effect. There you go, babe.
Okay. So the tiptoe effect is that you have a problem, reaction, solution. Okay. This is where you give the problem and you wait for the reaction, and then you give the solution, and you already created the problem.
Right.
But see, here's the thing. This is what caught my attention. And this is for my gamers out here, right? Because I remember when I was a kid, this Mortal Kombat was my shit.
Finish him.
Finish him. You know, you hitting the controller and you doing all those things.
Like this now.
Yeah, you just sitting there. Finish him.
That's kind of where humanity is at right now.
Yeah. Finish him. Okay. Damn. And you know, I remember when I was watching playing these games as a kid, I was really into it, but I wasn't into it that much because I still went out and played basketball,
skateboard, riding bikes, you know.
But if you look at games today, like that's the Mortal Kombat today, and it has completely evolved, right?
Completely.
And most of our gamers nowadays, they don't want to leave the house.
And they actually in the game now. Like literally. Everybody looks so real in the game.
I gotta put this on here. Katana wins.
Oh, you know we old.
Oh man.
Gosh.
Okay. But here's the slippery slope, ladies and gentlemen. Because if you look at right now, this is what they're saying that the metaverse looks like right now. So they will give you low grade stuff, and then draw you in more with high grade stuff. Okay, because if you're not aware right now, this CGI that's on here on the right, it already exists.
Yes, and they have Instagram pages, and people follow them. They have tons of followers. They get likes, they get comments, and they're literally not real.
Yeah, this person on the right, she is not real. That is not a real person. Okay? And so when people start getting into the metaverse and they really start enjoying everything, just like our gamers of today, once the graphics get better, people are going to be in there more. And then if y'all want an idea of
what's really gonna happen,
take a look at these.
1, 2, 3, whoop. Check that out.
Check this out. Take a screenshot. These are some movies for you to watch if you have not watched them.
And let me tell you something. Elon Musk has just announced by next year, okay, he wants people to be wearing that chip in their damn brain.
Yes.
Okay? He has just announced that.
Yes.
So this is not far-fetched at all. Period. Yes. Point blank. This is not. They're actually trying to help you, I guess, because you know they have to tell you and use a predictive programming to roll out what they're trying to bring out. You know, because they, unlike humans, these people they study metaphysics because they have to cast, you know, these movies out on society so that they can help to bring their dreams into fruition because you know it's energy.
Yeah. And if you all haven't seen this movie, The Congress, has anybody on here seen the movie The Congress?
That's a really good example there.
If you have seen The Congress, drop a 1 in the chat. This movie right here
kind of tells it all, man.
Gosh. For anybody who has anybody seen Congress? If you have, drop a 1. If you haven't, drop a 2.
Yeah.
Because this right, The Congress is a hidden gem.
Mm-hmm.
That movie is a hidden gem because it's pretty much showing what is going on today.
Right now, as a matter of fact.
Because this is an actress who is getting older and she doesn't look as good as she did when she first started acting. Mm-hmm. And people are not with it as far as how old she's getting. So what happens is that the movie theaters get an idea like, we're going to digitally scan. We are going to digitally scan all of the actors and actresses. Ooh. Why is this not moving? Okay.
Oh, I thought they kicked us out.
Okay. So in the Congress, they go through and they start digitally scanning all of the actors and actresses so that they can go through and produce movies. They can pump out movies one after the other, and the actress not going to be all having in a shitty mood and not wanting to act. You know, they can do all the CGI. They downloaded her whole voice print and everything, right? To the point where she had whole movies, and then they created this whole nother universe.
Oh, yeah.
Where everybody was cartoons. And they just in there. And when the lady came out of the cartoon and she looked at all the people, it's just people walking around with damn VR goggles on, and they are just in shit.
They just look terrible. Shitty conditions.
Yeah. And so we're not giving away too much of the movie.
Yeah.
But that is an awesome one. Let me put it back up here. So if you all have not seen The Congress, this right here.
Take a look at it.
Take a look at it.
And the 13th, well, I'm moving ahead.
We are showing the 13th.
The 13th floor would be a very, very, very good idea of where the metaverse is actually heading.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because if you know about Ready Player One, you know about how they pretty much the people live in squalor, but they just all on gosh, I forgot the name of the thing. I forgot the name of the platform that they play on, but they're all on the platform that's very much like the metaverse. Okay?
And then it actually is the metaverse, to be honest with you. Yeah, because that's really what they're planning on doing with the metaverse.
Right. And then you have the feed where
oh my God, this is the next level metaverse right here. This one, they don't have any more cell phones. They got rid of cell phones because now they have an implant in the back of their neck, and there is no privacy. Kind of like what they're tiptoeing right now. They're trying to get rid of privacy. There's no privacy really, and you just need to think. You know, it works with your thoughts and stuff like that. You guys can look at the feed, and they've been wearing it for so long. The new generation, they can't even live without it.
Right.
Like if they turn it off, they start convulsing. They go into seizures because their brain is literally lazy now. It didn't work, so they never had to use it, so it stopped working.
Yeah, and then Bliss is one where they're completely immersed into this other reality, this digital reality, and everything is so real down to the textures, and even it's kind of similar to 13th Floor.
Yeah.
But like for a moment, they didn't know that they were in, well, at least he didn't know.
He didn't know.
That he was in a whole nother reality, a computer-generated reality.
He thought it was real. He really thought it was real life.
Yes. So, boom, that's what they're trying to get to, okay? But let's talk about your health real quick.
I don't even know if we could say much. Y'all might just have to read the stuff on the screen because you know how this is.
All right. But let's talk about your health, ladies and gentlemen. Let's talk about what do we know.
You might not want to say that word. What do we know about this system?
What do we know about this system?
that begins with the letter I. We in kindergarten now. Teachers won't come around and spank us with a ruler.
All right. We're just going to read this and we're going to skip some words, but y'all see the words, okay? Our system is...
Oh, shit.
Our system is essential for our survival. Without a system
such as that,
our bodies would be open to attack by bacteria
and other V words,
parasites, and more. Yeah, it is our system.
That system right there.
Yep, that keeps us healthy as we drift through the seas of pathogens. Okay? This vast network of cells and tissues is constantly on the lookout for invaders.
That's right.
Okay? Once an enemy is spotted, a complex attack is mounted.
There you go.
They go into beast mode.
Put them up, put them up, put them up.
Okay? The system is spread throughout the body and involves many types of cells, organs, proteins, and tissues. Critically, it can distinguish. Crucially, is it crucially or critically?
No, that it would need a T for it to be
critical. Crucially, it can distinguish our tissue from foreign tissue. Self from non-self. Dead and faulty cells. Dead and faulty cells are also recognized and cleared away by the system.
By this system right here.
By that system.
Y'all know what that system is called? Y'all put it in the chat. We don't even know what the hell we can say anymore because they don't tell us what the guidelines are. They just say we're going against it. Every time we ask what's the guidelines, they just say from who. And we're like, well, what the hell is the damn guidelines?
So who made these guidelines?
Right? So we don't know. We don't know what to say. Okay.
Okay. But this last part. If the system,
this system right here,
encounters a pathogen, for instance, a bacteria, a V, or parasite, it mounts a so-called immune response.
There you go. You said it. After all this time, you said it. Oh. We don't know what these kids. Oh man, we said it. We said it. We said it.
But hey, we're just gonna share this with y'all.
We don't know, guys. We don't know.
So, what would happen? What would happen if you introduce something that altered the natural function
of that system,
of your immune system?
Wow, you really? I don't know if we're gonna survive tonight. Yeah, we don't know. He said the word. He said the word.
But we can't go too much into this.
Wait a minute now.
This is just a big FU to YouTube.
This is why they, did what they did to us.
If you want to know what would happen to your system, if it would altered in any type of way,
in any kind of way that wasn't cohesive to your internal natural way of being, you can check that out.
If you want to find out what happens, go to those websites and check out the full unedited video, and you will see what happens when something alters the system.
The system that's supposed to respond.
Okay?
Yeah.
So once again, I'm going to give y'all a chance to take a screenshot of that.
Yeah, because, we can't say nothing.
Yeah, we ain't going to say it because that's one that got us put in jail.
Yeah. Tonight we might get that second teardrop depending on how they feel about this video. We don't know.
But let's just move on because they know what these movies right here will tell you what they want to happen.
This is what's called predictive programming. And this is why they have a cast on every film. Okay? Film. Cast. Okay? Because they want you to bring this forth or help them to bring these realities forth. All right? We have the 12 Monkeys shit. I'll be honest with you. The 12 Monkeys happened in 2020.
Yeah.
Because if y'all remember, there were some crazy guy. I think it was, August of 2020?
They actually let the animals out the zoo.
They let the goddamn animals out the zoo. You had a giraffe running around. You had a friggin' and the lion on the streets. I'm like, holy cow, this is 12 Monkeys.
Yeah.
So there are really things that actually did happen. In 2020, I think was every movie. Bird Box.
Yeah.
Utopia.
Yeah.
There was a lot of stuff that the host. You guys got to see the host. Stop playing with me. You have to see the host first. Then you can watch all the rest of them. But you got to see the host. It's just like, wow, it's unreal.
Yeah.
And then you will really understand that you are not your body.
You are not.
This is your vehicle. This is how you travel through this multiverse.
Yes. And if you look at the movie poster that's in red.
We're not going to name the name because we don't even know if we can say that name.
Okay. If you see the one in the red, this was a very old movie.
Very old. That
was made. And yes, it is everything about what's going on right now.
Mm-hmm. And it even has the same name. And I'm not going to name no name, but somebody who got a name that begin with Bill and end with some Gates.
Right.
They actually created, a V word for the computer. And that was the name right there from the second to last movie that he created. And then he got a solution. He created the damn thing and then sold them the solution. Look, man, y'all stop. Cut it out.
Look, because see, the way that predictive programming works, because once again, they understand that you are creators. And one of the things that you create with the most is your mind.
That's right.
Okay? And if you sit down and you get engrossed into a movie to a point that where you feel like, oh, wow.
Right.
Like, I'm really caught up in this. Like, I'm really, like, this whole character, like, I can totally understand them.
Right. And they've been doing this since we were kids, man. This is not something, these people been doing this for eons. Think about it, right? How many of y'all watched Sesame Street when y'all was growing up? I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you right now. If you guys watch Sesame Street growing up, put a 1 in the chat. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you right now. We're going to show you how this shit starts. Yeah. It starts when you're kids. And when you're watching television.
Yes.
This is where the programming begins. It begins at a very early age. Okay? What is Cinderella, Sleeping Beauty, Beauty and the Beast. All of these TV programs, they have something that's called a main character. They have characters that they cast in all of these movies that we like to watch as kids.
Yes.
Okay? And each child, what they're going to do is they show them the different archetypes outside of the star characters. They are archetypes. And so the child will gravitate towards a particular archetype.
Yes.
And whatever archetype that you gravitate towards, that's what's going to start building and forming the way you behave and the way you react and respond in life, which is preparing you for a role into society.
Stacey got it.
Okay? So Sesame Street. Y'all could know who my favorite character was on Sesame Street. I don't even need to tell y'all who mine was. Okay? I know who mine was. If y'all had a favorite character on Sesame Street, put it in the chat. If y'all could guess who my favorite character was in Sesame Street, put it in the chat. Let me see if y'all know me like that.
Let's see who
can guess who was my favorite character on Sesame. Ah!
She got it. Oh my gosh, she got it. She got it.
Boom, boom, boom. Yo, Oscar was the realest one. He was the realest one. He kept it real, and they had him as an outcast in Sesame Street because he always told the truth.
Wow.
But when you're growing up as a kid, you're trained to hate Oscar and to not like him because he's always the one that's in trouble. You were trained to like Ernie and Bert. But there's a little secret that you don't know about Ernie and Bert.
They're lovers.
Mind games. They've been putting this shit in our minds since we were kids.
Yes.
If you can't see the program, you will be programmed.
So we're about to help y'all out right now, because we're about to put y'all on game as far as when it comes to these mind tricks.
I'm telling you.
Okay? And this is the last little part, but once again, we're giving you all some nuggets for you to go and do your own research. Don't believe Chris and Leisha.
Don't do that. We step it into the age of Aquarius, the age of knowing. We don't want you to believe. We want you to know for yourself.
Because we're dropping a lot of stuff. You ought to go through and do your own research, come to your own gnosis.
Right.
Okay. This is just what we're seeing based off of the studies that we've done and the things of that nature. I mean, it's really just lining up.
It's so clear, guys. It's right there in front of us. Like a blind man, friggin' Ray Charles can see what's happening right now.
Right. But let's put y'all on game. Okay. We're about to go into mind control, aka gaslighting.
That's what they're doing right now.
Okay. So there are two things that are going on. There's one thing called NLP, which is neuro-linguistic programming.
There you go.
Okay. And then there's dark NLP.
Ooh.
Okay. So let's talk about neuro-linguistic. Can you talk that one? Because my mouth is dry.
Neuro-linguistic programming, which is the way you program people's mind through the language. Linguistic comes from language. Neuro, the mind. Okay. This approach to communication, personal development, and psychotherapy was created by this guy named Richard Bandler. You guys can look him up, and John Grinder. They're both from California in the United States back in the 1970s. It wasn't that popular back then, but because of the research that they've done, people start to take to it, and they're like, hey, you can really program people through words. NLP creators claim that there is a connection between a neurological process, which is the neuro, which is a language, and the linguistic, okay, and the behavioral patterns learned through experiences and programming, and that these can be changed to achieve specific goals in life. So they're trying to use this for the betterment of humanity, to better people, showing them how behavior patterns, the way that you speak to people, can literally get you the result or the response that you're looking for simply by your mannerisms, the way that you talk, and the way that you think, right? Combining both, the way that you think and the way that you talk.
Yes.
Right? So they're doing it for good. Yeah. Now, we live in a duality system, right? So you always have the yin to the yang. So somebody figured out, I can really talk to people and, say things in such a way to get them to do what I want.
Yeah.
And then dark NLP came about.
Yes. And so with dark NLP, they're using all of those good tactics to help people get over phobias, because there's one part at the bottom where it says that NLP can treat problems like phobias, depression, tic disorders, illnesses, nearsightedness,
allergies, psychomatic illnesses, learning disorders. Because if you have people who are dyslexic, you can use NLP to help you to get over being dyslexic.
Yes.
It's a lot of good things that you can use NLP for.
Yes. But see, with the people who are doing the dark NLP, they were like, I'm going to use these skills to get people to do what I want, and they don't know about it, and they're doing it for my benefit.
Or it could be like, be ashamed if somebody would have used these tactics to get people to do some evil tricks that I wouldn't necessarily want to do, but I would want somebody to do it for me.
Right. Okay.
That's how that works.
So it would behoove you to know the tactics of those who are trying to control you.
Please, guys, please.
Here's some other research for you. These are just a few of many books that you can go through and research for yourself. Because when you know what they are doing, they have no power.
Zero power. No power. It takes it all away. You need to know, you need to have these books. Like, these are the 4 books that you should have and you should read, like, tonight.
Yes. Yes.
The power of your subconscious mind. That one is literally, you need to have that. If you're in a relationship, if you're looking to be in a relationship, if you want to have a successful relationship, and I'm not just talking, in a romantic relationship setting. I'm talking relationship in general.
Yeah. And look, this is not something where you just, because honeydew, we love you, but you got to understand the dark side as well.
Oh yeah. Yeah. You have to.
In this day and age, you cannot just look at the love and light side. You got to look at the dark side as well. Okay?
Because that creates an imbalance.
Right.
And it leaves you vulnerable.
Very vulnerable.
Because you don't know. That's like always training your eyes to just be in the light. Right? Mm-hmm. So you always train your eyes to be in the light. The light is good. You get something. It's nice. It's woo, ice cream. You're in the light. So you can see what happens one day when there is no electricity. So you never trained your eyes to see in the dark. Right? You've never trained your eyes to see in the dark. So you right there, you created what's called an Achilles heel.
Yes.
You have a weakness because you don't know how to navigate. Because it's like kind of like a form of what you call that, repression.
Yeah. It's it's like spiritual bypassing.
Kind of like, yeah.
Okay. Because you gotta.
It's about balance. You gotta have balance. Even God in the Bible, he's something else. Even God in the Bible had Michael go down and kill people.
Yep.
God was like, listen, I need to get rid of them mofos. Go down there and do this work. That wasn't love and light.
Yeah.
But it was balance. I guess it was necessary.
Yeah, because here's the thing. It is balance that is necessary. Look, in these movies, they have told you over and over again. Because if you saw Doctor Strange.
Ooh,
okay. The lady who taught
love and light,
Doctor Strange, they found out at the end
where she was really getting her power from.
The reason why she was so strong is that because she knew about the dark side.
Yep. And she was telling them, you don't go to the dark side. Don't go to the dark side. That's bad. That's evil.
Blue Diamond does you are.
Don't go to the dark side. Meanwhile, everybody's like, well, how come you're so powerful? How come you're so strong? How come this? How come that? And she never revealed her secret to them.
Yes.
Until when in the end, when she didn't have a choice and she had to tell them.
Oh, see, now this is key. This is key right here. Because we are saying this and it's 11:44. It's 10:44 right now. I'm going to tell y'all right now, y'all need to get off of this fear of the darkness.
Y'all need to, yeah, for real.
Like, come on now. This is 2021. We're going into 2022.
Stop being afraid of the dark.
Stop being afraid of the dark.
We got to grow up.
Okay.
This is a part of sovereignty. It's a part of growing up.
Yeah.
Growing up means you're no longer afraid of the dark.
Yeah.
When you're afraid of the dark, it's because there are aspects of yourself that you're not accepting. And it's aspects of yourself you are afraid of because you refuse to accept it.
Yes. Because here's the thing, because you're already doing it. Because
Blue Diamond Dust can see in the dark. See, that's what I'm talking about.
I just put
That's what I'm talking about. So you are literally training yourself. You're reprogramming yourself to be able to see in the dark. And that right there, that's just that one area, right? When you're retraining yourself to do something. But guess what, Blue Diamond Dust? It's not only going to take effect in that particular area. That's linked to other areas in your life also.
Yeah, because here's a case in point. Because everybody knows where the bad neighborhoods are in their city, and they know where the good neighborhoods are in their city. So if you wanted to be a person who was like, no, I only want to know where the good places are. I'm just going to drive through the good places and everything's going to be fine and dandy. I don't need to know. No, I don't need to know where the hood is.
Oh my
God. I don't need to know where the ghetto is. And then here go your happy ass driving down Martin Luther King Boulevard.
28 West 36th Street.
Okay. You driving down Martin Luther King Boulevard and you stop at a light. Okay. Come on now. So
you done left Poughkeepsie Lane. Hold on, give me another one. Summer West Lane Drive.
Woodbrook.
Woodbrook Lane.
Or Springbrook. and now you on Martin Luther King Lane, and now you all effed up in the game.
Oh gosh, okay. I can't do it.
So, knowing about the dark side of things is knowing about it. It's not using it. You got to understand it. Right. Knowledge is everything. Okay? The knowledge is about what you do with it.
Exactly. It's not the knife that's bad. The knife is not bad. Okay? Mm-hmm. Sometimes we get that caught up. Ooh, bad knife. No. Mm-mm. It is what you do with the knife, how you use the knife.
Right. Okay? So, you need to know about it. But see, and this where it goes back to the question that was in the whether you're capable or incapable, which is, do you know the difference between right and wrong?
There you go.
A capable person knows the difference between what's right and what is wrong.
This is correct.
Okay? So there you go. Mm-hmm. Your breakthrough is in the darkness. Okay?
That's where all your shadows are.
Because here you go. Because there are some treasures that are in the darkness, and your light is going to show that treasure in the darkness.
It is going to shine. How would you know how bright your light can shine? Huh? Mm-hmm. Like, take, for instance, I drew that beautiful painting over there. It's a protection symbol, right? You know what I did? I painted it with a glow-in-the-dark paint, right? So when all the lights are out, my protection symbol, it glows, right? But it can only glow in the dark.
Say that. It can only glow in the dark.
And it looks pretty as hell. It looks so... I wish I could turn off the lights and show you right now. It looks so pretty in the dark.
It is so dope.
It lights really up, dope. And it's a protection symbol. Mm-hmm. It protects me, but it's strongest in the dark. Like that. Woo!
Y'all.
I ain't scared of no ghosts.
We ain't scared of no ghosts. Okay? So, wow. That is the information that we had to drop for you all this evening. I hope you all caught those nuggets.
Yes. Go look it up, guys. Learn about sovereignty. Learn about this bubonic Black Plague. What took place. What went down. You need to know these things. Because if you don't, you're going to fall for the okie doke and not know it. Because you got to know. They do these things when people are not paying attention. They use smokes and mirrors. They give you Kanye West to worry about, leaving Kim Kardashian. Who gives a shit about what they do? The goddamn volcano in freaking La Palma is about to sink in the goddamn ocean and wipe out the damn East Coast. Don't nobody care about what they doing.
No.
Okay? No. People, the damn football players, they dying. They just falling out in the damn fields and just passing out, dying. Nobody's saying anything about these healthy, young, athletic men. They just dying.
Ain't saying nothing about the kids.
They say nothing. You don't think it's strange that a whole bunch of strong, athletic football players are just freaking croaking on the field? It must be the climate change. I just can't think of nothing else. Like, I don't even know what could be what could be making it. I think it's what you think, babe. Climate change, huh?
Climate change.
It must be the damn climate change.
Yep. That's what it is.
It's a climate change. But y'all think it's a climate change? What y'all think? Y'all think it's a climate change? Why they dying on the fields? It gotta be.
We don't know.
It ain't nothing else.
All right. So we wanted to give you all that information to ponder on. Once again, there's a lot that could be said but can't be said on this video.
Right.
Because
as far as like the details.
Yeah, the details. And
you know the devil is in the details.
The devil is in the details. Okay. But yes, we do have our Patreon. If I'm not mistaken, I think I put the link in the description, but if you follow us on Instagram or if you follow us on any of the other ones, you will find our information on there. so that you can go to the Patreon page, because we are going to be posting most of our videos. Because if you all are aware, we had actually started another YouTube channel.
Yeah, we did.
And we were planning on doing some more like esoteric stuff, like dropping some knowledge and things of that nature. But the way YouTube,
they so funny. Like, I don't know about YouTube. It's almost like they really don't want people to know stuff.
Yeah. So we have decided to just move that on over to Patreon. And just because more people are familiar with Patreon than they are with websites and other things like that.
User friendly.
Yeah, it's more user friendly. So we decided to go and do that. So you can go ahead and start going to our page. Excuse me. Yeah, there we go.
There you go. Good job.
Yeah, we started making some posts on our Patreon, and we're going to be doing more posts on there. And once we get to a certain point, we start getting people into that last tier. Then we're going to start doing some lives just with our Patreons.
Right, and we don't have to censor ourselves. We can tell y'all what we need to say, not have to worry about stuff being taken down and things of that nature. But we're gonna read them comments in a minute. But I pulled the card just for the, to see what's really going on collectively. And just like we said in the beginning, it's a reset. It's just literally, you saw it jumped out of the pack. My baby picked it up off the floor.
Yeah.
This is the ace, the ace of fire. It's a reset through transmutation, which means work. You have to actually put in work for this reset. Okay. Yes. So, listen, if you don't have a plan for your life, somebody else gonna have a plan for it.
Facts.
And if you're incapable, damn Skippy. They already got the plan 360 years ago.
All right. And so before we head out, if anybody has any questions in regards to what was said, or if you have any other questions, go ahead and drop it in the chat. But I do see one thing here in regards to the tsunami. Let me also say this as well. We still got quite a few people in the room, and we appreciate y'all.
Thank you guys for
being here and tuning in. I'm going to give you all this because there's so many people that are looking for Nibiru to come through and save the day.
I know.
They're looking for aliens or the Pleiadians, or they're looking for the Syrians, or they're looking for the Anunnaki to come back.
Some of them even looking for grades. Or they degrade them themselves.
Right. They're looking for this Messiah or some type of savior
grand
to come.
Savior entrance.
Okay. The Savior is within. If you all go through and check out Bobby Hemming's stuff, you will soon come to the realization that you are your own savior. And the way to get out of this and go on to the paradise that we're supposed to be in is that one of the prerequisites of getting to that new realm is to die. Uh-oh.
Oopsies.
Hopefully you're okay if you're still with us.
Now, we're not saying to go and
we're not saying you to go off yourself.
To do that, no, because you still have a responsibility here. This is why you're here in the first place.
Right.
And so because you have that responsibility, it simply means that you have the ability to respond to the environment in which you're currently in.
Right.
Until it's time for you to graduate.
Right.
Okay? That's what that means.
Yeah. And like we said on 2 videos ago, before they kicked us off, is that, yes, this is graduating season. Some of you are graduating. Congratulations. You are a part of the graduation class.
Did it.
Of this millennia. And when it's time to check out, it's time to check out. We're going to get our cap and gowns, and we're going to mosey on across the stage, and we're going to exit left and go to our next destination.
And we're going to say, you did that. Look at you.
You did that.
You did that. You got locked up 2 times on YouTube. You still did that. Yep.
All right. So, just like how it would behoove you to know about the dark side of things, to know about the darkness, it would behoove you to really know about death.
Right. And know about who you are. I just wanted to touch on this really quickly because it came through as you're talking about that. Are you guys familiar with one of our chakras, our center point, one of our centers in the middle? It's called the solar plexus. I know you guys are smart on here. You guys know a lot of stuff. If you guys know about the solar plexus, it's one of the 7 chakras. Put a 1 in the chat, right? The solar plexus. Let's pull up the solar plexus, baby. Can we pull it up and put it on there? Because I want them to see this thing, which will really explain why the journey is within and not without or outside of you. The solar plexus. Okay, now this is a whole download that's coming in right now. I'm just letting it out because I've been unlocking some codes in my DNA lately. If y'all haven't noticed, all these paintings I did from my dad's birthday, from October the 9th up until now, I've been doing all these paintings, and that's because I literally unlocked something inside of me that allows me to do this. Okay, I didn't go to any art class and none of that. It just matured by itself from internally. Okay, and so I want to show you something about the solar plexus. Okay,
I'm trying to see which one of these will probably be.
The meaning of it is good.
The meaning.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just
I thought you wanted
the functions of the solar plexus. I promise you, stay with me. I'm going to bring this all the way home. First I want to look at the word solar. Okay? Solar, soul, solar system. When they talk about the solar system, they're talking about what? The planets, right? The planets, right? Planets, Jupiter, Mercury, Mars, all of these, and even more, right? That's just in this universe. There are more. But that's the solar systems, and we have many solar systems, okay? So we have something that's called the solar. Did you pull it up, the solar plexus?
What solar?
Solar. There you go. Here we go. This is the meaning, the etymology, because we like to break the words, because when we break apart, you always know what I say. We break the spells, right? And therefore, we are not under a spell because we understand what it's spelling out to us, right? So solar, pertaining to the sun, right? Latin, solaris. Wow, Solaris. Sorry. It's a movie. Sorry. Solaris, of the sun, right? Wow, now that movie is making sense now. Meaning living room on upper story. Living room on upper story. Above. You guys get that? By means of the sun. Power is attested from solar, cell. So this is where you're getting your power from. Okay? Now, I want to look at the word plexus. So this is where you're getting your power from, right? The sun. Pertaining to the sun, where you're getting your power from. Your solar plexus is on the inside. Now, let's the plexus. Okay, vessels, fibers, network. You see that word? Network. So you have a whole freaking network inside of you where you're getting your higher powers from. Your solar plexus.
A network.
You have a whole network, a whole solar system inside of you. Your own power. So you don't need to look for anything outside of you. You came just like the lavender flower. You like the seed. A lavender seed has everything inside of that lavender that it needs to become a freaking flower. You might not even know you put a lavender seed amongst 50 other million seeds. You won't even know the damn difference.
No. It's just so small.
So small, you don't even know. But just because you don't know, it don't mean that lavender don't have everything that it needs inside of it to blossom into what the hell it is, a lavender. That's us. The journey is within. We have a whole network inside of us.
Yes. Golly. Ancestors came through.
They came in. I shit.
God,
I let it out, baby. I let it out. Shit, I learned that tonight. I didn't know that. We learning together. I didn't even know that. We learning together.
Yes. Boy, whew, I'm godly. Like this is
we have to do this. We supposed to be doing this stuff, okay?
Yeah. And see, that's the other thing, is that a lot of us have a mission, and a lot of us understand the assignment. And these assignments we're supposed to be carrying out. And when you're not carrying out your assignment, it's real funny how things don't go your way when you're not doing your assignment.
And it doesn't feel right. The reason why it's not going your way is because it doesn't feel right. It doesn't match. It doesn't fit.
No.
Right? But when it fits, that means that you're in alignment with what you're supposed to be doing.
Right.
Again, you have to find out why you're here.
Yeah. You have to know who you are. Where are you?
Where are you?
And why are you here?
Why? And when you know those three things, you are a capable, living, okay? A living human being.
A sovereign,
living human being. When you know those three things, keep that in mind.
Yes.
Okay? And know that you have a solar plexus inside of you, okay? Which means you have your own powered network.
Yes.
You have a sun-powered network inside of you. You don't need anything outside of you to validate you, to sustain you. Shit. If you really get your life together, you could just live from breathing air.
Facts. Breatharians out there.
I'm not lying. I'm just saying, if we get ourselves together, we do what we got to do, we can literally just breathe damn air.
Right. So,
y'all want to see my paintings? Y'all know I'm wild. Baby, show them some of my paintings. Okay. Who want to buy my paintings?
Hold on.
Guys, I don't know where this is taking me. For real, I really don't know where this is taking me.
Let's see, which one?
Just get them all, baby. The lion. We on the lion's path right now, so I'm going to show y'all the lion. This is a Rastafari. This is the Lion of Judah. See that? That's the lion path. We're taking the lion path right now, right? I did that. When was that? Day before yesterday? This one was 2 days ago, right? It's cute, ain't it?
We gotta show this one.
Oh yeah, my baby drew this one and I painted it. See this? This is Nut and Jeb, the sky goddess, right? Nut and Jeb. I'm thinking of selling my painting. I don't know, y'all. What y'all think? Y'all think I should do a like a what you call it? How they say? Showcase, art gallery. That's me and my baby. That's me and babe. Yeah, this all these guys. When my dad, his birthday, he died, and after his birthday night, I dreamt about him. I didn't even remember it was his birthday. And that morning when I woke up, I just wanted to paint. And I just told my son, I need canvas, I need paint. And he went and got it. And I just started painting. And I can't stop. I can't stop. I just can't stop. It just keeps coming and coming and coming. And I'm like, I don't even know how to paint. What the hell is this? Like, how am I doing this? I don't even know how. It just keeps coming.
Now, hold on.
Oh, yeah. It keeps coming. It just keeps coming. But guys, this is what I'm doing, man. It's crazy.
But this one right here.
Look at this one. You see that? That's the God, man, yeah. Kundalini rising. And the lotus flower. The lotus and the Kundalini in the water. I don't even know. I can't.
Yeah, they just keep coming.
I can't stop, yo. I can't stop. I can't stop. Just keep going. I wanna have an art gallery showing. Y'all, would y'all come? if I have an art gallery showing, would y'all come? This is Yimiya. This is a goddess Yimiya. This, she want me to draw her. It's like this. This is Yimiya. That's that energy. Ashe.
All right.
And this, what else? We got a whole. Some of it is outside because I put up a lot of my paintings in the house to decorate the house.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is unlocking parts of my DNA that was laying dormant that I didn't even know I had. This after I talked to my dad. My dad is he passed. He's on the either the ancestors. But this is after I had a talk with my dad.
Mm-hmm.
This is when this started happening. My dad was a carpenter, very skilled carpenter, by the way. He was a builder.
Yes.
So yeah, we have magic inside of us. Don't let nobody tell you you're not no creator and you don't got no magic inside of you. Okay?
Yep. Oh, right.
You don't gotta go to no art class. You don't gotta go to nobody for nothing. Because you already come knowing. All right? You just gotta tap in. You already here. You already came in capable.
Yep.
So yeah, that's what we got. That's what we got. That's all we got tonight, guys.
Yeah.
That's it.
And we gotta go ahead and cut this computer starting to act crazy. We 2 hours in. All right.
Oh, my masculine. Somebody said my masculine creative center is fully united with your feminine. And that was my goal. That has always been my goal, is to unite both energies within me. And at one point I was like yearning for it so bad. Like I felt it. So yeah.
Yep. We got a Wilson in the house.
Is that's your family, people? That's your family.
I don't know if it's my family or not, because I do got some family. Wilsons in there.
I mean, we got his family up in here. What's up, family?
What's up, family? All y'all my family.
What's up, family people?
Oh gosh, let me just double check to see if there were.
Thank y'all so much.
Questions.
Thank y'all. Y'all so wonderful.
Yeah. So if we put together the virtual thing,
the virtual
then
gallery,
we'll get into it. Yeah.
Art gallery. Would y'all come if I put up the virtual art gallery? Would y'all come and look at my paintings? I mean, I don't know. I'm just doing this for fun, guys. I love painting, so I paint for fun. But if you guys would come to my virtual art gallery, then I'll have it.
Yeah,
I'll do it.
All right.
Okay, somebody say yes. Okay.
All right.
So
we're gonna see.
Yeah, we're gonna see.
All right. Well, we gotta get out of here, y'all. We dropped some hella gems for y'all. We hope y'all enjoyed it. Once again, do your own research.
Yes.
Keep your eyes open. Be aware.
Yes.
Be aware. Don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe.
Stay strong.
Okay.
Stay strong.
This is the time to really set ourselves free from all of the tyranny or whatever is going on. We can set ourselves free physically and spiritually, mentally. Okay. This is your opportunity. So be very vigilant. Be mindful.
Yes.
And we love y'all. We send y'all so much energy.
So much love, so much energy. Don't help them to build that prison to put you in.
No.
Okay. No. Tell them to put themselves where the sun don't shine. Don't help them.
Now you can be an alchemist and create some NFTs and sell them, but hey, you can be the dope dealer, but you don't take your own supply.
Don't take your own.
Don't dip into your own supply.
Don't dip into your own supply, man. Right. We getting out of here.
Do what you gotta do. But
oh my gosh.
All right, y'all. We love y'all.
We love you guys so much. Take care, okay? Stay vigilant. Use your intuition. We love you. Peace.
Peace out, y'all.